This video is about Symphony No. 3 Eroica by Ludwig van Beethoven. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Ludwig van Beethoven composed his Third Symphony in 1803 and 1804. He called it Eroica, which means heroic. Beethoven originally wanted to dedicate the symphony to Napoleon Bonaparte. He admired Napoleon as a hero of the French Revolution. However, when Napoleon crowned himself emperor, Beethoven crossed out the dedication. The premiere took place on April 7, 1805 in Vienna. The Eroica is longer and more complex than earlier symphonies. It lasts about 50 minutes and has 4 movements. Beethoven uses a larger orchestra than usual. He introduces new instruments, such as 3 horns instead of 2. The music is very expressive and emotional. Many people see the Eroica as the beginning of romantic music. The first movement is very long and dramatic. It begins with 2 loud chords. Then the main theme is played by the cellos. During the movement, Beethoven uses this theme in many different ways. The music often changes between loud and quiet, happy and serious. The movement ends with a long, exciting coda. The second movement is a funeral march. It is slow and very serious. The music expresses sadness and pain. In the middle of the movement there is a more hopeful part. Then the sad mood returns. At the end the music becomes quieter and almost disappears. This movement is considered one of the most expressive Beethoven ever wrote. The third movement is a fast scherzo. The music is lively and full of energy. Beethoven uses 3 horns here, which was unusual at the time. In the middle of the movement there is a quieter part, the trio. Here the horns play an important role. After that, the lively scherzo is repeated. The last movement begins with a fast, agitated theme. Then Beethoven introduces a simple theme. He changes this theme in many variations. Each variation has a different character. Sometimes the music is cheerful, sometimes serious, sometimes dance-like. At the end, the music becomes faster and louder. The movement ends with a triumphant conclusion. The Eroica surprised and confused many listeners at its premiere. They found the music too long, too loud, and too complicated. However, some were also enthusiastic about the new ideas. They sensed that Beethoven had created something special. Over time, the Eroica became more and more popular. Today it is considered one of the most important works of classical music. The Eroica was a turning point in Beethoven's work. It showed that he wanted to explore new paths in music. The symphony is much more personal and expressive than his earlier works. Beethoven expanded the possibilities of the symphony. He created a work that expresses feelings and ideas. The Eroica influenced many later composers. The Eroica had a great influence on the development of music. It showed that a symphony could be more than just beautiful sounds. Beethoven expressed feelings and thoughts through music. He created a work that made people think. Many later composers were inspired by the Eroica. The symphony is considered the beginning of a new era in music history.